Love where you live even more.
This is Livermore Bucket List.
Hey guys, it's Nicole.
And I'm Robin, and we are here with Rochelles Snedeker, the director of the Downtown Association, and she's got an important, wild, amazing, exciting announcement. So go for it, Rochelle.
Well, as Livermore has been waiting very patiently, and we are very thankful for that, through this transition, we have found a market manager, and not just any market manager. We really feel like we found a connection to a market manager who is going to really embrace and help us expand on all the values Livermore has, whether that be the fresh produce, the fruits, the art, everyone being safe and happy and comfortable and just enjoying our weekly traditions of Thursday market, Sunday market, and that would be Harv Singh of Foragers Markets, who very successfully launched his first market through San Ramon's Farmers Market. And so we're thrilled to bring him in to kind of expand his presence in the Tri-Valley and bring us all the coolness.
Well, welcome, Harv, and we're really excited. We know that you have a love and a passion for this, and we're curious. We want people to really get to know you here in Livermore. So can you tell us a little bit about, how you happened upon becoming a curator of the farmers market?
Sure. Well, thank you, Rochelle. I really appreciate the opportunity in coming on board. And my background is, I've been in the local food scene for the last 20 years. We started in 2000. I moved to a tiny little community in Port Townsend, Washington, on the North Olympic Peninsula in the state of Washington. And I took over a small little farmer's market there. I moved my family. We wanted to downsize. And so at that time, a farmer's market position popped up, and we went and looked at this tiny little market of few artisan producers and a couple of growers. And I was like, I want to do this. This is amazing. And we turned that farmer's market into this bustling, gathering place of creating community and commerce and just getting the entire, people jazzed and excited about local food. And we wrote a grant at that time. We put that money into a beautiful marketing program. We tapped a local artist that created a beautiful signature pastel image, which became the face of the market. And we called her Flora. It even had a name. It had a beautiful basket of, fruits and flowers coming out of her. And it was a local lady, local artist. Everything was about it was local. And tapping into local talent was important, and I love to do the same thing in Livermore. So it was very community centered, and that's one of the things I learned early on from Port Townsend, that if you're going to build a community driven farmers market, you have got to excite and tap into the local community and get support from community civic and community leaders. So that's some of the elements that I'm going to do here. And then when I left Port Townsend, after 3 years being there, it was voted best farmers market in the state of Washington. And if you go today, it's a bustling place. The entire community gets together, and it's sprawled into more streets now. And I'm so proud of that work I did. I also worked with Washington State University as their food and farm coordinator in conjunction with running the farmers market. So while we were running the farmers market, it was also important to cultivate the next generation of growers. And so that was really important work as well. And we did wonderful new programs. We launched the first ever farm tour, which now is in its 20th or 25th year or whatever. Yeah, 20 years now. And so that's successfully going. So all of these things I want to tap into to Livermore. Livermore has a rich agricultural history, a thriving wine industry. Let's bring it all together.
Let's do that. Let's bring it all together. When I have a feeling people are watching and they're wondering, okay, we're ready. When can we come together? When can we gather? When can we take on this sense of community? When are we back in action?
Yeah, so I literally, Rochelle, you'll be happy to hear, yesterday I got the act permits and the health permits. So we are officially good to go. We're going to reopen Thursday night, July 9th, and also Sunday, July 12th. So we're ready to go. The vendors, CFMA, the previous market organization, has been really excellent to work with. They passed down all of the site plans, the vendor layouts. There's no way that I could have pulled this off in a timely manner without their cooperation. So they've been amazing. I'm just looking at the vendor roster here for Thursday night and the food lineup. I mean, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else except at Carnegie Park on Thursday night. It's incredible. I don't think people are going to be disappointed. And I just want to say that, you know, my background, I also did 10 years building Whole Foods local program as their local forager. So I have deep connections with local food and farm entrepreneurs in the entire Northern California region, which I will be bringing in as well. I recently also relaunched the Farmers Market in San Ramon at City Center Bishop Ranch. We'll be pulling in a lot of talent that I brought in there to Livermore. But then I also really, you know, want to tap into Livermore. You know, local food entrepreneurs. There's a great commissary kitchens there, and entrepreneurs and artists that I want to tap into. So it'll just take me a little bit of time to get to know the community. I encourage anyone who's got a great idea that wants to be part of the market to please contact me. I also love to do farmer chef collaborations. I'm very sensitive to the downtown merchants who may feel like this is going to impact their business, but I don't want them to think that way. I want them to think like, how can this increase their business? Let's do collaborations. And I think that we'll be able to do all of these things and bring people together, and the merchants will be happy and the community will be happy. And
well, and I'm sure, as you've already felt, Livermore is really known for its insanely strong sense of community. I mean, Nicole and I, our day jobs were realtors, and when people come talk to us from other areas of the Bay, that's the first thing out of their mouths is, we cannot believe it feels like family when you're downtown and you see everyone you know, and you're exploring, you know, really specifically curated crafts and foods, and it gives you just such a rich sense of community. So this just sounds like it was the perfect match and perfect timing for you to step onto the scene as we're trying to carefully open up here. So thank you so much for all the knowledge and excitement that you're bringing. I mean, I'm pumped.
Let's do this, Livermore.
The opportunity. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm Nicole.
I'm Robin. This is Rochelle and Harv.
And as always, we are your guides to everything that you love about Livermore. We're also local realtors, reminding you to love where you live
Even more.